All right, then TV streaming is where we're going next. In TV streaming, we have Landman already locked in for a second season. Also, God of War already locked in for a second season. We haven't even seen a trailer for the first season. We'll definitely go through all of that. Plus, we have a release date finally for the next season of Black Mirror and a little bit of information about what to expect from the creator of the show. We also have a probable goodbye to the MTV Movie and TV Awards or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's what there's stuff to get into, so let's break it down. Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. What you are about to watch is the TV news that happened this past week since the last time you were here. There is a larger video that this is a part of called The Week in Nerddom. You can go check that out over on the main channel, Generally Nerdy, and you get into all of the topics in that one video. So comic books and music and movies, etc., etc. Or you can just keep coming back here for these shorter versions, which come out a little bit later, so the stuff over on the main channel is going to be a little more up-to-date, a little more relevant, if you will. But either way, you're getting news, and that's the point, and this is the TV news, not like, I'm Tom Brokaw, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not that kind of news. We're talking TV news like TV shows and that kind of stuff. So, without any further ado, let's hit the news. Follow-ups, corrections. Let's do this. All right. Landman is the first of 2 Taylor Sheridan shows that is getting a renewal for another season. We now know that Landman is officially coming back for a second season. That's really the update. So let's move to the next one. God of War now is also getting a second season, even though where the hell is season 1? Where is any official imagery from season 1? Where is some behind the scenes or a trailer? We have nothing for season 1, yet they're bringing it back for a second season already. Okay, Looney Tunes. Let's talk about Looney Tunes for a moment, because we're going to talk about Looney Tunes actually a couple more times, at least one more time in this episode. So Looney Tunes has officially the original Looney Tunes shorts, the ones that most of us grew up watching, whether or not you knew how old they were or not. Because I remember I had some VHS tapes of the OG Looney Tunes shorts that are lost to time at this point, but I definitely grew up watching those cartoons because my mother was amazing and got me some really fantastic stuff when I was a kid, and I don't really know how because we grew up really poor. But Looney Tunes, those original shorts have been pulled from Max. You can no longer watch the original Looney Tunes shorts on Max. There are other places to watch them. Tubi has some of them. There are a couple of other smaller streamers who have some of them, so you kind of have to weed through and find and navigate to where they are, but they do still exist. So if you want to watch the classics, they're out there. They're just a little bit harder to find because they're not on their home streaming service. I think this is ridiculous. It has something to do with the social political nonsense about how they haven't aged well and how they want to make room for the newer comics that are holding up a little better in their eyes. Is very much a paraphrase from the explanation given for why they did this, but it's kind of broad strokes. That's what they said. Oh, and that just does not sit right in my mouth. So yeah, Looney Tunes not on Max. They do exist still. Go find them. And then our other Taylor Sheridan, Tulsa King, is coming back for a 3rd season, I believe. Yes, 3rd season. Though Taylor Sheridan himself will not be returning as showrunner. He is only going to be on as executive producer. So very interesting. Sylvester Stallone, though, will be returning to lead the series as he has for the first 2 seasons. Like I said at the beginning of the season, this is going to be a big merch push season. We are jumping in to doing the merch. I have the first specialty piece lined up. That's probably going to drop next month though, so we're looking at April for our first specialty piece. So jump in now, get yourself some basic nerd shirts, just the real basic design. Let the world know that you are a nerd and you love the things that we talk about on this show. In the broad strokes, at the very least, there's the music nerd, there's the movie nerd, nerd, there's the gaming nerd and the tech nerd and all of the different kinds of nerds that we embrace here at Generally Nerdy, and then all of the other ones. If you feel like your category has been missed, please by all means let me know, and I will make a shirt based on that information, assuming I agree with said information. But either way, merch push, go check out the merch store. We got some pretty awesome stuff, and I'm actually quite proud of these designs because I did them all by hand. So thank you very much, nerds. Go check out the merch store. Don't forget to, you know, pick something up while you're there. Helps the channel a lot. As soon as we can start regularly getting merch out, I can start cutting back hours at the day job. That's how this works. I can focus more on entertaining and informing you guys. So thank you very much, nerds. Let's get back to the video. That is what we have for follow-ups. Let's talk about trailers for TV streaming. Black Mirror finally dropped a proper trailer, not just a little teaser, but we have a good, long, proper trailer that gives us the release date of April 10th. We have confirmation from Charlie Brooker himself, the guy who created Black Mirror, that this is going to be a return to form. Judging from the trailer, by and large, that seems to be an accurate statement. We won't be able to fully gauge that until the series obviously launches, but some of the stuff in here looks like he's trying to expound upon ideas in the less successful seasons. But then also we have the return to the USS Callisto. I think that's the name of the ship. The Star Trek kind of analog that was really, really good. And I don't know how the hell you're going to do a sequel to that. But also, like, this is the first time that Brooker is doing any sort of like continuation from one short to another. So super intrigued by exactly how that's going to work and what's going to happen. But yeah, super excited for season 7 of Black Mirror. Go check out the trailer. Let's move on. Our next trailer is for an anime called, I'm not going to say this right, not going to say this at all, Gachiakuta. It is on Max. Actually, it's Crunchyroll, which I believe goes through Max. I'm pretty sure, but it's Crunchyroll. This anime looks bonkers. Bonkers. Looks so interesting. I honestly, this was a YouTube algorithm said, hey, you like to watch trailers, here's a really cool trailer, and I went, yes it is, thank you very much, YouTube. Starts in July. I could not find an exact day in July, but it will be up on Crunchyroll some point in July. Go watch the trailer and get as excited about this as I am. I haven't watched a really crazy anime like this in a long time. I'm probably gonna watch this, not gonna lie. Next up is, this one's for the slightly older out there amongst you. Leverage. Leverage Redemption, the spin-off series, is going into its 3rd season, April 17th on Amazon Prime. Trailer just dropped. Looks like it's the Leverage I remember watching. I mean, basically the same functionality. It is an evolution from where it was when I watched the original series, and I didn't necessarily watch the original series extensively, but enough to be entertained by it. It's a procedural with a unique twist, I guess is the best way if you've never watched Leverage before. It's like a cop show without the cops. So yeah, it's interesting. Go check out the trailer. That's what we got for trailers though. Let's talk now about regular ass news. We have one piece of regular ass news in TV streaming, and that is the MTV Movie and TV Awards. This will be the 2nd year in a row that it will not be happening. It's not even not that they're not filming it and then they're just going to let us know who won the awards. They're not even giving out the damn awards. So this is, it would seem, this is my speculation on the situation, but it would seem that a sign of the times. As I've been saying for a couple of years at this point, nobody cares about people in Hollywood giving themselves a pat on the back and saying good job. Like, that's why the Oscars are continuously losing viewership. That's why the Golden Globes are continuously losing viewership. I think all of the major award shows are losing viewership, but you're also seeing the emergence of new awards shows like the Game Award, or I'm sorry, not the Game Awards. Game Awards is also losing viewership, but that's a whole different thing. It was the Evo Fighting Game Awards, which happened this year for the first time. We talked about it a couple weeks ago after it happened. But that is voted on by the community, and it's such a hyper-focused community, like it makes sense. So because of the hyper-focused nature, and the fact that the community itself is voting on it and not the people involved with the making of the games are voting on it, because that just is redundant. That, I think, is why it has the possibility of faring better than other kind of award shows, and award shows like that, something that gets the actual community that is digesting the entertainment or the content, if you will, and not just the content creators at hand. So yeah, MTV Movie and TV Awards going the way of the buffalo, it would seem. That's what we got for regular ass news. Let's talk about suggestion for the week. Your suggestion in TV streaming: Daredevil, Born Again. I just started it. I watched the first 2 episodes. We're 4 episodes deep. I watched the first 2 episodes. I can see why it's an appropriate successor to the Netflix show. It is only streaming on Disney, so if you don't have Disney, you're gonna have to find some other way to get it. But yeah, this is, they're not really pulling any punches. I feel like it's a little bit more clean cut than the Netflix show was, but still works. Still works. I don't know. I got nothing else to say besides just gushing about how really into it I am. So that's your suggestion of the week. Go watch Daredevil Born Again. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.